All right, you guys, it's the one and only Christopher Bruce Barrington here again. I'm going to try to show you something. Remember that old Mandela effect with the Berenstain book, where the guy would go in and out of a room, and an effect would change on the Berenstain book, like the Mandela effect. The spelling would literally change in a blink of an eye. I'm going to try to show you how that actually has a cryptic meaning in reality, and the creator is doing the same thing with me in a physical way. I'll try to show you. All right, here's the video. The Berenstain, what's it here called? The Berenstain Bears. All right. Now, if you look at this, you have the circle right there, which backwards is El Chris or God Chris. And over here you have black and white, which is Blah 311, or Elisa, which is El Isa, or Jesus, defiling the image of the white, black and white. So the devil, Jesus, and God Chris. All right.
I hung this thing up. I got it a long time ago.
And let's see if we can fast forward it for a second here. Yep.
This room.
Right here you go. As you go in, and watch what he says.
So
as you go in the bedroom, suddenly things change. Yeah.
A couple nights ago.
Let's see if he does it here.
Really weird stuff started to happen in that room, and things. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was seeing stuff. So I'm doing this video so you guys can see, and I'm gonna show it to you live. This book. This is one of my nephew's books. It's just an old book. It's something my brother used to have growing up. And
there we go. Let's fucking fast forward it. Let's see.
What happens? And it's fucking weird. All right. It happens when it gets in the room. See it?
Okay, so there you go. So basically, now what happens when you in the language game, the Psy-War game, the spiritual warfare game? You know, what happens? How do you mispronounce, slur, and mess with words in the cryptographic game? Bedroom can be mispronounced and slurred as badroom, which slowed down as bad room. All right, room is R-O-O-M. You crush the room, and it becomes R-O-M, which is mispronounced as Rome. All right, so you get bad Rome or evil Rome. All right, which is where the Catholics and the Christianity thing is basically blossoming for so long. Bad room, Christianity. So we have the Elisa, the Blah 311, which is the evil El Isa, or God Jesus, and the crucifixion thing, right? And their demented ritual. And the El Chris, the circle, which is El Chris, or God Chris, which is me, Christopher Bruce Barrington. All right? Now I'm going to show you, I was crucified in an operating theater, in an operating room in Kelowna, British Columbia. Yeah, they did a surgery on me and basically turned it into a crucifixion ritual. And at one point, I punched a clock in my mother's apartment when I got really filled with rage for some reason. I punched a clock, and then a piece of glass stabbed down in my hand and crucified my right hand. Now remember that Berenstain Bears? It said "On Time" was the book. On time. You push the fucking clock. You punch the clock. The glass comes down and crucifies your fucking hand. All right, so here we go. We're in the light right now. In the light. All right, you're in the light, and you can't really notice a crucifixion scar on the hand. All right, now as you walk away from the light, watch we go in the shadow. You go in the shadows a little bit. There's sort of like a little bit. The scar becomes a little bit more pronounced as you leave the light. Yeah, as you leave the light and go into the darkness. Yeah, but in this situation, as you start going into the room more and more and more, and it's literally like a big dent in the fucking hand. Yeah, you're in the light, you can't see it. You turn away from the light, and it's like boom. Yeah. You start getting crucified again. Yeah? You're in the light, you can't see it. Yeah? You turn away from the light, you're fucking crucified again. Yeah? Like that's literally what the game the creator's playing. She can literally, in this reality, change whatever she wants in the blink of an eye. Like literally. Like I said, like I'm in here, and the crucifixion scar is just a thin little white line. Like it had been fizzled out into almost nothing. Yeah? And as soon as you turn away from the light, and you go into the shadows, yeah, it starts coming back again. Yeah, it's all part of a cryptographic story, a spiritual warfare type game, a domination game. There really is deities in reality, good and evil beings and people and species and whatever. You know, playing a sick in the head evil game. No, it's like I said, you're here, but as you start going closer and closer to the room, the crucifixion scar comes back, and you become crucified. As the closer and closer you get to, the more you approach evil Rome, or the Christians and the Catholics, you're fucking crucified again. Yeah? But Yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's just the idea she gave me over the last 5 minutes. So there you go.